Let's talk about exceptional subs. As a coach, I'd see them every once in a while, but I didn't really understand exceptional subs because I never had to do an exceptional sub for any of my athletes. Then I became an official, and I know now how important it is to handle them correctly so that the match can continue smoothly. What is an exceptional sub? It's a last resort substitution when a player must leave the court immediately, but there are no legal subs available on the bench. This could happen for one of four reasons. Number one, a player is sick or injured and can't continue. Number two, the player is expelled from the set. Number three, the player is disqualified from the match. Or number four, a team has used all of their legal substitutions and one of those three previous mentioned things happens. In a situation of an injury, expulsion, or disqualification, we should always look at legal substitution options first. We know from studying this match that John and Logan were subbing in and out for each other during the entire set from position 3 on next level. So let's say Logan is on the court and he gets hurt. Well, John has already been subbing in and out for him. So we'll just do a legal substitution with John. We would write number 1 is coming in. We'll say the score was 22-14. We'll tally the sub and play continues. Easy peasy. Or the coach could look at the bench and say, oh, there's number 18. They haven't come in the set yet, and maybe she subs number 18 in for Logan. That's legal. And then Logan can come back in later if he's feeling better. John can also substitute into the set. That's fine. All of that's legal. All of that's good to go. Now let's say that Mason, number 6 for next level, gets expelled. Shame on you, Mason. He's going to have to be substituted out immediately and he cannot return for the rest of the set. So the coach looks to the bench and sees that number 15 has not played yet. So she subs number 15 in legally. We'll say the score was 23-16. Tally the sub. And then play continues. We do need to record this sanction in the sanction box though. So number 6 was expelled. Team B, set 1, score was 23-16. With that legal substitution, Mason can actually return for the next set as long as he chooses to behave himself because he was only expelled. So expulsions, the player can come back for the following set. So there's a few legal options in cases of injury, expulsion, or disqualification. But what happens if there are no legal options available? The tough thing is that weekend she only had 8 players on the roster. So we're going to keep that in mind as we go through these scenarios that I created. Let's look at Esteban, number 17 for next level. He was a 6 rotation outside hitter, so he never came out of the match. Let's say he gets injured. Coach checks the bench and she sees that Joel, number 13, is there, but he's the middle blocker and he is being replaced by the libero. So he is not an option for an exceptional sub. Jeff, our libero, could be an option for an exceptional sub, but that is only if there are no other choices available. But we actually do have some choices. John was on the bench during the incident, so he can be exceptionally subbed for Esteban. No, we cannot sub John back into the game and then say, Logan, you can be the exceptional sub. That is not allowed. Since John was on the bench, he has to be the exceptional sub. So let's go ahead and record it. We're going to circle number 17 because he's being exceptionally substituted out of the set. We'll write number 1. We don't write the score, and we're not going to tally a substitution down here because it wasn't a legal substitution. It was an exceptional substitution. And then we have to write the exceptional substitution here. Exceptional sub, number 1 for number 17, Team B, set 1, and let's pretend the score was 23-19. I hope you get my Monsters, Inc. reference. So now Esteban is done for the match because an exceptional substitution had to be used to get him off the court. You cannot come back for the rest of the match if you are exceptionally substituted out. So building on this scenario, Next Level only has 7 available players. Esteban was the captain, so she designates number 11, Jackson, as the new captain. And then he promptly gets expelled. Oh, Jackson. So we're now looking for a legal substitution option. There are no legal substitutions available. Joelle is still tied up on the bench as the middle, so now Jeff, the libero, will have to become the exceptional sub. So here's how we're going to do this. Joelle will re-enter the game, which should be noted on the libero control sheet. Jeff is going to leave the court and change into a regular jersey, and then he is crossed out up here in the little libero box. And he should also be crossed out on the libero control sheet as well. Jeff will now be a regular player for the rest of the match. He is not going to be allowed to get back into a libero jersey for the rest of this match. Let's go ahead and record that exceptional sub. Circle number 11, we're going to exceptionally sub in number 20. No score recorded, no substitution / because it was an exceptional sub. And now we're going to write it in the box. We have an exceptional sub, libero number 20 for number 11. We were Team B, set 1, and we'll say the score was 23-20. Since Jack was expelled, we have to record his expulsion. Number 11 was expelled. B team, set 1, score 23-20. Since Jackson was exceptionally subbed, even though he was only expelled, he's out for the rest of the match, just like Esteban. Expelled players can usually come back for the following set, but since the exceptional sub had to be used, he's done. Now the coach names number 6 as the new captain, and the team only has 6 players left. So number 1, John, will stay in position 1. Number 3, Logan, will stay in position 3. Number 20, Jeff, is locked into position 6. And then the other 3 players are going to stay in the exact same order they are. In the next set, the coach could rearrange those 6 players however she wants. And let's say a player shows up late. That player could be designated as the new libero, but Jeff will not be allowed to be returned to that role for the rest of the match. Exceptional subs can feel a little tricky, but they're about keeping the match going safely and fairly. If you're ever unsure about an exceptional substitution, ask your first official. We are there to help. We can get out our rule book and make sure that everything is done properly so that we can keep the match going. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.